All right. All right, welcome to Barre. My name is Jennifer. We'll be working for about 40 or 45 minutes tonight. We'll jump right in. Barless bar, you do not need a chair. All you need are your weights and some energy. Please feel free to turn on your own music. I will not have any on in my background. Don't need the weights yet. So just finding a standing position, maybe shake it out a little bit. Take some shoulder rolls forward and back. And we'll be stepping out side to side to that wide V. So let's just place the hands on the hips for now, on the top of the thighs, and step out. So coming back to center each time, big step out nice and wide. Opening up through the inner thighs here. Right away, we're gonna tune into what's happening with our spine. Spine is long, so even as we come forward, it's really a hinge. As we hinge, that belly button pulls back toward the spine and connects. Tops of the shoulders are soft. Let's add that arm, same leg, sweep forward and sweep. Palm pressing in front of you, sweep. As you start to warm through the legs, maybe coming a little bit deeper each time, and sweep. So we can stay right here, just stepping in and out, or we can add a little energy, maybe a little hop, catch a little air underneath the balls of the feet. Your choice. And as it starts to get bigger, gaze follows the arm as it sweeps in front of the body, starting to rotate through the spine. As we rotate through the spine, we feel the sides of the body start to energize and warm. Yes. Right here, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Final option. Maybe lifting that heel all the way up toward the glute. Make it a little bigger. I'll always offer some options to add a little bit of intensity. Some things you might like, some you may not. So whatever works for you is perfect for today. Last 8, 7, 6. Really lift those heels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Sitting down. Let's just take some little squats here. Feet are hip distance parallel. Again, find that nice long spine. Pressing back, lifting the toes. Let's drive those heels into the earth. And hold right here. Right foot's gonna step back first. Tap and in. Let's make circles actually. Circle the arms back and open. Circle and tap. So for now, as you step back, let's lengthen that back leg, reaching through the heel. Find that little stretch. 8, 7, 6, 5. Really reach. Coming nice and deep. 2, adding on here. Pulse back. So toes and arms lift, starting to work those glutes and warm up. Standing leg is stable through the hip. Right glute squeeze and lift. Shoulder blades squeeze. Lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that back foot. Let's just come back in front. Big circles. And then pause with that front leg lengthened. Start to hinge forward. Take that stretch here. Just pause for a moment. Pulsing down, fingertips toward the earth. Left hip pulling toward the wall behind you. Hips are square. Pulse for 6, 4, 2, and 1. Feet step back to center. Pulse nice and low. 7, 6. We'll go right to the other side. 4, 3, 2. Left leg steps back, back, and in. Let's take those circles. So opening up. So for now, we've got that reach through the back heel. Lengthen the leg. Right hip is nice and stable. Keep circling here. 6, 5. Coming to that lift next. 3, 2, and 1. Hold here and lift and lift. So options, you can tap the toes down to the earth each time for stability, or try to work on that balance and stay lifted. So again, we've got that standing leg stable, hip is still, left glute firing up here, line of energy through the toes, shoulder blades squeeze back. Yes, lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big reach up, inhale, exhale, forward, fold down, step back to your plank. Finishing up our warm up here. Knee pulls to the elbow, left and right. Doesn't matter actually where you started, just side to side. Find that navel to spine connection right here. Lower rib cage squeezing in, upper part of the spine puffing up. Yes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up, down dog. Walk those toes up toward the hands, find your forward fold. Grab the weights. Pressing through the heels, come all the way up to a standing position. So as we start to work through the body, a lot of the movements today are working a lot of different body parts at the same time. So even if we're not moving really quickly, you'll notice the heart rate get up a little bit faster. Feet are a little bit wider than hip distance parallel. Arms come up in that V. We'll start slow first, tapping opposite weight to opposite ankle. So crossing in front of the body. Starting nice and slow. Breathing here. Using the core as we lift that leg up. Think about bringing the ankle up toward the weight. Yes. Let's bring a little more energy into it. Come a little quicker. This is one of those times that's optional. Always your choice to stay at that slower pace, always within control. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to the back side of the body. Now tapping that weight behind and center. Tap behind and center. Let's take the gaze down toward that heel we're tapping. Tap and tap. Tap. Option again to go a little quicker. Bring a little bounce into the body. Yes. 8, 7. We'll put it together in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, front. 3, 2, 1. Tap back. 3, 2, 1. And front. 3, 2, 1. And back. 3, 2. 2 more times. Front. 3, 2, 1. Tap back. 3, 2, 1. Last time here. Going to 2s next. And back. 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Tap 1 and 2 and back and 2 and 1 and 2 and back and 2 and 1. Yes. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back to center. Heels together. Arms are going to be in a low V position. We'll just take it easy here for a moment, rotating through the shoulder. As my kids would say, that's big brain movement. That was a lot of coordination. So let's just take a moment here. Rotating, imagine that the femur, the head of that femur is rotating in the socket. We're gonna add a heel lift here. So keeping the knees straight, just working through the calves. Yes, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, stay lifted here, elbows come into the sides. We're gonna reach and pull and reach. So weights are reaching toward the corner of the room. Stay lifted here, glute squeezed, thighs zipped up. Yes, add on at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the elbows into the side, start to slide down that wall. Now the heels connect on the balls of the feet. Let's pulse and pulse. Yeah. 8, 7, 6, heels squeeze, glute squeeze. for 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pull in, release. Full range bicep curl again. Let's find some stillness. Squeeze those heels together. As you squeeze the heels, you feel those inner thighs start to warm. Weights pull toward the shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen the arms. Slowly lift all the way up and release down. Whole body is going to move. Press and lift up. Zip the thighs. Slowly slide down that wall. Yes. Lift and press and lower. Spine is super long here. Maybe tuck the chin to the chest to get even taller through the spine. As you lift, really squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the glutes and lower. 4 more. Lift and lower. 3 and lower. 2. Yes. Last one. Stay low right here. Final movement for the biceps and lift and lift. Let's release the fingertips from the weights. Here's your option, your modification. If this is getting a little intense for the shoulders, come into the biceps right here. Just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah. Nice job. Release the hands, shake them out. We're going to stay in this small V position and set up here, curtsy lunge back. So that right foot will come behind the body. Hips are still externally rotated, so everything is open through the hips here. Hands will be in this small circle. We'll just leave the arms alone for a minute. We'll lower and lift here. Yeah, so adjust the feet so that you're comfortable. The spine is long. Let's add the arms back in. Lift up. Weights are connected. Just working through the shoulders here. Yes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low and pulse and pulse. Just press those weights together. As you press the weights together, start to feel the pecs light up and warm. Warming through the chest. Pulse and press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low right here. Arms come back down. Start that circle, right arm only. Circle around and back to center. Circle and center. Lift, circle. Adding the lower body, lower and lift. Lower and lift. You can bring that left arm up also if you like. Yes, feeling that warming through the thighs. We'll add on in 2 and 1. We'll add that knee pull. Knee pulls up to the side of the body as the weight sweeps around. Making that circle with the arm, lifting with the knee. Yes. So again, that left arm can be down. If you want to save your energy, we're going to the other side next. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that right lifted. Take a big step out to that wide position. Right arm is going to come up as the toe taps and release down and tap and down and tap. So sinking low again, bringing that tailbone even closer to the earth. Yes, we'll add on in 4, 3, come a little deeper with me, 2, 1. Here we go, right leg lifts up. So squeezing the outside of that thigh, squeezing the glute to lift. Yes. Keep flowing right here. Grounding down, driving that left heel into the earth for stability. Big reach. 8, 7, 6, 5. We use some of these bigger movements in the body to get our heart rate up just a little bit. Last 2 and 1. Come back to center, pulse and keep it low. We'll take the arms out to the side here. Press the weights toward the wall behind you, press back and back. Just using this to transfer to the other side. We're only here for 8, 7, 6, tops of the shoulders are soft. 2, and 1. Back to your small V. Squat right here. In 4, 3, 2, left leg steps back. Lower and lift. We'll slow it back down. Come back down to that circle in front of the body, right at the waist. Knees shooting to the corners of the walls in front of you. Hips externally rotated. We'll add that lift of the arms. Yes. Stay low and pulse in 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, pulse right here, and pulse. I feel like when my heart rate gets up, I'm throwing some Darth Vader breath at you guys. I apologize. I'm working right with you. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Press through the weights. 2, and 1. Hold nice and low. Lower back down. Left arm sweeps up. Open and circle and down. Lift. Circle around and down. And lift. Circle. Add the lower body. You can bring that opposite weight back up if you like. Hip bones shining forward. If those hips are tending to close, when we start to focus on the arms, reset the position of the feet. Maybe give yourself a little more space. Take a little step back with that left toe. We'll add that knee lift here. Here we go. And lift. And lift. Making that big circle with the arm. Knee pulls up toward the elbow. Yes. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold right here. Big step out. Same thing. Here we go. Reach and tap and center and reach. So can we open the side of the body a little bit, really reach that weight up and overhead? That weight actually gives us a little bit extra for that stretch in the side body. Yeah, we'll add that leg lift in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Lift and squeeze the outer edge of the hip. Heart rate coming up here as the movement gets bigger. A lot of muscle groups working here. Yes. 8, 7, 6. Right heel driving into the earth, super stable and strong. I think that's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land nice and wide here. Pulse it out. Final movement here with the weights. We'll bring the arms back out. This time we're going to pulse back and back. So as we let those hips drop, coming deeper into that squat, shoulder blades squeeze. We're squeezing that pencil between the shoulder blades. Tops of the shoulders are soft. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low right here. We're going to come to the side, cross, and then open the T. Stay on the same side. Lift. So similar to the movement that we did before, find that stretch in the side of the body, sink in. Lift and reach, and open into your T. Lift and reach, and open, and lift, and open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right to the other side. Open, and T, and open. So now leaning into that left leg, reaching through the right toes, lengthening the right side of the body. Yes. Last 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, one more time. We're gonna hold right here. As we pulse back, we're also gonna press the outsides of the knees toward the wall behind you. Sink a little lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel toe those feet together. A little tricep work here. We'll come feet hip distance, sit back into that chair. Extend the arms long behind you. Soften the tops of the shoulders as the shoulder blades squeeze. We'll just start with a little lift. you'd like to have a little bounce in the lower body, that's awesome too. Reaching the weights to the floorboard behind you. Feel that squeeze in the tricep. Lengthen and squeeze, lift. We'll switch it up in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted, squeeze in and in. Almost as if you're trying to tap those weights into one another behind the body. Yes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms long, bend, reach, bend, reach. Final movement right here for 10, 8, 7, big reach, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders. We're going to be coming down into plank. Let's take a slow, controlled roll. So tucking the chin to the chest, kind of that Pilates roll. Ground down through all 4 corners, soften the knees, and start to let the shoulders roll forward. Those weights should help to really open the space between the vertebra and the spine. We'll come all the way down. You can roll those weights to the side. We are done. So it's pausing here in forward fold. First part of our plank work is going to be a lot of walking in forward and back through plank. So we'll just start with that walk forward. We'll walk forward for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here in your plank. Walk back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips lift. 3, 2. Pause here. Press through the feet. Lift all the way up. Take an inhale. Exhale. Swan dive down. Walk forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. 3, 2. Adding on here. Walk forward. 3, 2, 1. Pause. We'll bend the knees. Walk back. 1, 2. So now we're in this bear position. Walk back to your plank. 1, 2. Bend the knees. Walk back. 1, 2. And forward. 1, 2. Back. 2. And forward. 2. Back. 2. And forward. 2. Back. And forward. One more time. Back. And forward. Pause right here. Left knee to the chin and extend back. Right knee to chin. Round the spine and lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ground through the heels. Lift up. Big inhale. Exhale. Swan dive forward. Walk forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Walk back. 1, 2. Adding on. Push-ups here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk forward. 1, 2. Knee to chest. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Walk back. Push-ups. Let's take 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk forward. Knee to chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Walk back. 4, 3, 2. Last set here. We're going to do 8 as we walk forward. Here we go. Knee pulls for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk back. Bend the knees. Push-ups. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up. Walk the hands back. Come all the way up. Big circle sweep. And exhale back down. Our next movement, let's walk back forward and start in plank. From here, make it in a full plank. So, glutes are squeezed, everything's super strong. Legs as straight as you can. We're gonna walk in and come out just a little bit. So maybe your feet are as wide as your hands. So almost like a down dog position, but a little bit shorter. And then we're gonna take another step in to the outsides of the hands. So now we're kind of in a wide straddle position, and we'll lower the hips down. Lift the hips back up, going back where we came from. Walk the feet back halfway in line with the wrists, and then step back to your plank. Again, lift the hips up, walk in. Big steps to the side of the body, lower the hips. Hands come down, walk back, and back to your plank. Again, walk in, big steps to the side, and lower the hips. Hands down, walk back, and back to your plank. Pause here, or you're gonna continue right there, or make it a little more active. Hop in, and wide, and jump, and down. Hop back, hop back. Hop in, hop wide, jump, and down. Hop back, hop to plank. Keep flowing. Hopping or stepping, your choice. Yes. Take 3 more rounds wherever you are. Now I know I'm really Darth Vader breathing, you guys. I'm losing my ears. Last one, wherever you're at. When you come back to that plank, let's pause. Come down to the forearms. Close the eyes. Squeeze the bum. Lift the belly button up from the earth. Option to release the knees down for a little less intensity. Now squeeze the elbows toward one another, as if you're trying to curl the mat. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way back up. Down dog. Walk the toes up toward the hands, and slowly roll all the way up. All right. I know you guys are doing awesome. We're gonna dig into some thigh work next. Deep breath. So let's just start with the hand on the hips. We're gonna do a reverse lunge. Let's start with that right leg. So as we step back, shin bone is parallel to the earth, step back up. Hips are gonna stay low, so we're kind of in that chair position. Yeah. You have some control over how big this is. Really working that standing leg. Press that heel into the earth, light through the toes in the standing leg. Adding on, same arm as leg, fingertips will come behind the head as that right leg steps back. Yes. For 4, 3, we'll hold back, fingertips will stay up, and 1, hold right here. We're gonna internally rotate. So that knee comes in, elbow comes in, open up. Knee comes in and elbow, and open up. Knee squeezes in. Yes. So it's almost as if when you squeeze in, you're almost trying to bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee, squeezing the upper thigh, the inner thigh together as you squeeze in. Squeeze in. For 8, 7, and as you squeeze in, sink down into that lunge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold low, come back to center. Other hand comes up. Let's square here. Shoulders are right above the hips. We'll just lower and lift. Outer edges of the elbows to the wall behind you. So heart is open, tops of the shoulders are soft. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze the belly button to the spine. Start to hinge the body forward. So shape of the spine stays the same. We're just hinging forward right here. And again, we're gonna pulse. So now really feeling that in that left hamstring, in that supporting leg. Elbows stay lifted up here. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. That right knee is gonna come in, ground down through the left heel to stabilize. Squeeze the elbows toward the knee. Squeeze and lift. Rounding the spine. So maintaining that bend in the standing leg. Everything squeezes in. Yes. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back. We'll come back to those arm circles. Just kind of teeter, rocking horse with the feet. Both are straight right now. Just a little quick recovery. Let's add that back leg lift. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to that chair pose. We'll get ready. Let's bring the hands back to the hips. Left leg steps back to your lunge. And forward, and lunge, and forward. Hips stay nice and low. Now that left shin coming parallel to the earth. Right heel driving down. We'll add that left arm in. 5, 4. Really wrap that corset. Squeeze the belly. And 1. As we step back, left hand comes up. and down, up. Yes. We'll hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold back right here. Get nice and low. Internal rotation. Squeeze it and open and rotate. So if you lose your balance, come right back. Make any adjustments to the feet. That left elbow coming toward the outside of the right knee now. Curve the spine. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze. Yes. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, both hands up. Stack the shoulders above the hips. Pulse right here. And pulse. And pulse. Get nice and tall through the spine. Slight tuck of the chin. Outer edge of the elbows open. Getting ready to move here. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Hinge the body forward. Shape of the spine stays the same. Hinge forward. Now driving that right heel into the earth. Pulse and pulse. So almost imagine just lifting. Lift from that right heel. And lift and lift. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Working the extensors. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Knee pulls to the elbows. Step back. Round the spine and step back. Round. Yes. Squeeze 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back. Come back to those arm circles. Rocking horse with the legs. Legs are straight. Little quick recovery here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final time, sink down into chair. This time we're taking that awkward pose. Knees in, heels out. Squeeze the knees together. Now again, stack the shoulders on top of the hips. Slide down that wall. Big challenge for our stability some days. Lower down. And we're going to pulse here. Squeeze the knees. Get into those NFIs. Here we go, friends. Pulse it out. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels come down, lower to your forward fold. Go ahead and step back to all fours. We'll dig into the glutes a little bit more here. We're going to work in plank for part of this. Always an option to stay in supported plank, but let's all kind of start together and see what it feels like in your body today. So lifting up into your plank, heels press back, palms really pressing into the earth, feeling the upper part of the spine lift. Ground down through all 5 toes on the right side of the body, left toes lift up. We'll lift and squeeze the glutes for 8, 7. Leg doesn't have to be straight, just reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that left leg lifted, lower the right knee, sweep the left leg around to the side, and come back. Option to tap or stay lifted. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right back to the beginning. Lift back up. Full plank. Lift up for 8, 7, 6. Reset. Belly button lifts. 3, 2, and 1. Right knee lifts. Sweep around and back. 7, 6, 5, 4. One more of each. 3, 2, and 1. Lift back up to plank. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right knee releases and sweep. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that left foot fall out to the side. Sink the hips back so the hips will come toward that right heel. We're going to come into some thigh dancing here. So go ahead and lift up. Reset here with the hips stacked, that leg right off to the side. So we're going to lower the hips back toward the heel and then press up and lift. Inhale to lower exhale to press and lower. So you're gonna keep the arms moving here again, just to get the heart rate up a little bit more. Hips press forward. So as you come down, the hips aren't touching the heel. It's just kind of a hover and then a lift and press forward right away. So this movement brings some heat into the thighs and the legs, also the glutes. Each time you come up, squeeze, press forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low right here and pulse. Hands are gonna press forward, press. Now you're gonna feel it in that right glute. Keep pulsing right here. Again, just pressing forward, keeping the arms moving. Keep that heart rate up. Pulse right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, nice work. 2, and 1. Sweep that leg behind, drop the hips side to side. We're going right to the other side. Come back to your plank. Right toes lift up. Reach through the toes, doesn't have to be straight, just reach. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, sweep to the side. 8, 7, 6, 5. Option to tap those toes. 3, 2. Second set, here we go. Lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knee lowers and open. 7, 6, 5. We've got one more set. 2, and 1. Here we go. Lift. 8, 7, 6. Lift through the spine. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Knee lowers and open. Sweep. 7, 6, 5. Can we lift the belly? Really stay engaged through the core to stabilize. 3, 2, and 1. Leg lands out to the side. Sink the hips back toward that left heel just for a moment. And then we'll come up to lift. As we do this time, let's check to make sure that knee is stacked right by the hip. We'll lower to hover. Exhale, lift. Yeah. The lower that we're able to bring the glutes down toward that heel, the more energy it takes to get back up to center. Make it as big as you can without coming down to the earth. And as you come forward, thinking about driving the hip bones toward the wall in front of you. Squeeze the glutes and push. Yes. 7, 6. Make them strong and big. I do mean your booties. I think we've got 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back, find that hover, bounce it out, pulse right here. Press forward and forward. So think about pressing up to a diagonal, biceps coming toward the ears, gaze is down. Come as low as you can. Yes, keep working with me here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Let's find a seated position. Usually ending with core work, pretty predictable. That's where we're headed. So let's start. We're going to do a couple rounds of rolling like a ball just to transition. So the starting and ending point for rolling like a ball is balancing on the sits bones, walking the toes toward the bum. Hands can come underneath behind the thighs or on top of the shins. Chin tucks to the chest, round through the spine, find that C shape. And on your inhale, we roll back. On exhale, come back up, try to balance. If the toes tap, no worries. Come right back into it, round the spine, and up to balance. And round, and balance. One more. Meet me at the top. Extend the legs. Extend the arms. Doesn't have to be straight, just find some extension. Now belly button pulls to the spine, start to round and roll down. And come back up. Round and roll down. Maybe the arms lift over the head, and exhale, come back up. 3 more here. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And exhale. And exhale. Come all the way down. Bring those legs into tabletop. So we're going to work with a little bit of opposition in the body here. We're going to take that left hand to the back of the thigh. And before we do anything else, start to find that opposition. Push the thigh into the hand. Pull the hand toward the body. So right away feeling that energy in the leg and the hip. Right hand is going to come behind the head, fingertips at the base of the skull. Take an exhale, lift up, tuck the chin to the chest, shoulders lift. Right leg is going to extend and press. So we'll keep extending through that right leg, but the key to this really is that opposition. Pressing that left thigh as if you're trying to resist. Maybe that left leg wants to be traveling with the right, but we're holding it in. Using the arm strength, strengthening through that hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands behind. Squeeze and lift, tuck right here. Squeeze, press the lower spine into the earth. Just a little isometric movement. Lengthen the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, stay tucked right here. And exhale. One more time. Going right to the other side. Extend that left leg. Press that right leg into the hand. Left fingertips come behind the body. Left leg starts to travel. Pull in, press out. That right leg wants to go with it, using that upper body strength to hold. Stay strong. Yes. For 6, 5, 4, imprint the lower spine. Stay strong right here with me. 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Hands come next to the sides, softening the backs of the shoulders, extending the leg and the other. So what we're looking for now, maybe even placing the fingertips on the hip bones. Find that stillness in the hips and drop that extended leg as close to the earth as you can. Really reaching through the heel. Now let's take the fingertips reaching forward, tuck the chin to the chest, lift the shoulders back up. We're going to go a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Keep going. Can you tuck that chin, come up just a little bit more, really round through the spine and reach. 3, and hold, hold. All right, 3, and hold, 2, and hold, 1, and hold. Hug the knees to the chest, roll up to that seated position. We're actually gonna balance right here. One more time, final movement, legs in tabletop. We're gonna press to the side and press. So that palm is pressing, twisting, squeezing the side body. Slow for 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. Press, press, hold. Yes. Smile, friends. We're almost there. Hold and hold. Hold. 4, 3, stay strong, stay in it. And 1. Slowly roll all the way down. Take that full body stretch. Reach through the fingertips, reach through the toes. Take a couple of deep breaths. Really embracing that gratitude for our health and strength, all that your body allowed you to do and allows you to do every day. Hugging the left knee into the chest, really pull the knee toward the armpit. And it is 4:45. I got excited. I'd like to take a couple minutes to stretch, but if you need to hop off, please do so. Otherwise, we'll just take a couple more minutes here. Let's come into supine twist. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, left arm extends long. Just allow that left leg to drop over the body. Both shoulders stay imprinted into the earth, gazing over the left shoulder. Maybe rolling out that left ankle, point flex. And as we roll back to center, let's let the outer edge of that left knee open. Right fingertips come to the right hip bones and try to anchor that hip bone down to the earth, open up through that hip. That right hip wants to lift up unless you're super flexible through your hips. So just use the fingertips to gently guide the hip back down. And back to center. Lengthen the left leg, right knee comes to the chest, squeezing the knee toward the armpit. And then rolling into the supine twist, left fingertips to the outside of that right knee. Right arm comes long, let the knee cross the body here. Bringing the gaze over the right shoulder. I don't know if you guys can hear my cats. I'm not sure what's going on, but they are super fired up about something. Rolling back to center. Let's open that knee the opposite direction. Left fingertips anchor the left hip down to the earth, really allowing that stretch. Maybe even taking the right hand to the inner part of the right thigh and gently guiding the outer edge of that knee toward the earth. And back to center, both knees to the chest. Let's hug back into that ball, rolling back up to a seated position. And just crossing the legs, taking a moment here. Close the eyes. Find that long, energetic spine. Shoulder blades squeezing back, tops of the shoulders soften. Just feeling super grounded through the tailbone. Really feeling that breath travel up the spine. Maybe feeling just a little bit taller, stronger than we did before we started. And let's take our hands to heart center, maybe placing the thumbs on the sternum and bowing our heads. There's a beautiful light and energy inside all of us. Sometimes that light shines more brightly than others. Some days there's a sense of dimness in that light. Use the breath, take this energy to allow your light to really shine through. Finding gratitude in everything around you as we roll into the weekend. That light, energy, and joy in each of you is also within me. Namaste. I will unmute you.